Hello, what's up guys? Your boy Dterios here and welcome to another Lord of Nazarick video. And in today's video guys, we are going to be talking about the new anniversary ALBEDO that is dropping in 2 days. As you can see on the screen, it's going to be dropping in 13th of June. And she's dropping before Dark Moment and Nabe. That is a big surprise. Was supposed to be a 1 year anniversary character, but Global was like, yeah, fuck it, who cares about anniversaries or such, let's just drop her there in front of everybody and screw the whole rotation. And now it's a little bit different how the meta is going to be from China or Taiwan or anything else, and but it doesn't matter. We're going to be showing you all about her skills. We're gonna explain about her skills, and we show her here with a little bit of showcase to show you what she can do. So I hope that you enjoy the video, and let's begin. So basically, let's show you the art first of the character. This is how the character is gonna be looking like in the game. This is her art, this is how she looks like. She's pretty amazing and sexy as hell, as you can see. And this is her art right here for anyone who loves to see that. Really an amazing and beautiful character. She is like literally the best support in the game. Like, I'm not even joking. When we read what her skills does, I'm gonna let you judge for yourself. So now since we showed her Arclight and everything, let's go to the website and show you her skills. And here we go. Now we are going to show you what her skill does and everything that she does. Now she is going to be a light character, which we call a molten golden global. She's gonna be a turn meter boost, an AoE, and a harvest. She's gonna have an A on her HP, B on her defense, B on her speed, S on her attack, and A on her magical defense. So she have both A's on the magical defense and HP, and she have an S on attack. So this is another support that like really needs attack, and it's all goes on attack, and we're going to be explaining about that. So let's go and start with what she does. Let's start with the passive. Here is the passive right here. It's called the engagement with you. There is a deep bond between ALBEDO and the Supreme Being, and they work hard for the great goal. She will purify 2 buffs before taking any action. That is going to be her own passive. That is a passive, nothing need to do. She's going to purify 2 debuffs before even taking an action. So before her turn comes, poof, all your debuffs is gone. Not all too. And after a skill causes damage, like any skill that causes damage, 50% of the damage is restored to as HP to ALBEDO and to allies. So every time she causes damage, because her or her skills basically she deals damage with them, she's going to be restoring HP to herself and to 2 other allies any damage that she does. That doesn't have to do anything with the skills, just doing damage. And now is the lowest HP, and 50% of the excess is converted into shield for 2 turns. So she is going not only to give HP for herself and to 2 allies with the lowest HP, 50% of the excess is converted into shield. So for example, your full HP, 50% of that excess like recovery that she's giving you is going to be into shields, so you don't have to worry like, oh, we are full HP so healing is useless. No, she's gonna convert them into a shield, so after healing is gone, shield comes. And when an ally receives a fatal attack, so when you're supposed to die, your character is going to die, she will purify all debuffs and restore 25% of ALBEDO's HP. And she will also add invincibility, a debuff immunity, and a high level ER boost for 2 turns. And this effect can only be triggered twice in the per battle. So you can only trigger it twice in the battle. She's going to be putting it on 2 people. So now, the invincibility, you can say, that means that you're all immune to all damage. You take 0 damage. But it's above, and it can be removed. But still, she's going to be giving you an invincible that is immune to all the damage for 2 turns. She's gonna give you the buff immunity for all the debuffs, so you are going to be immune for the debuffs from the enemy that is going to inflict on you. And she's also gonna give you 60% of ER as a buff for 2 turns as well. And she's going to be restoring your HP by 25% of her HP, and she's going to give you she was going to purify all the debuffs that you already have before giving you all of these buffs. Such an amazing character. All of this stuff, it's only by her passive, only by existing. The passive gives all of that. You don't need to move an inch. It's all passive stuff. Now if you have her at 5 stars, the first skill damage received by the player in each round is reduced by 75%. So each round goes, so her turn comes, before her turn comes, sorry, the round that is going on in the game, if she receives any damage from these characters, players, which means the enemy, the first skill damage that she take is going to be reduced by 75%. And then the next round it's going to be applied again. So it's only once per round, and increases self-healing overflow to shield by 75%. Now she will increases also the healing overflow to shield by 75%. That means that she's going to increase the healing and that the converter out of shields. So that means that you're gonna get a extra, it's increased shield by 75%. So it's a shield by 75% and a reduced damage by 75% for herself, so she can keep herself alive and, you know, stay there a little bit and not get one-shotted. Her first star is really good and really important. Now 6 stars is very good as well, but 5 star is the best that you can get, and it's really good. Now let's go for her skill 1, which called the gift. Boom, she literally go and tell you, you want the gift, baby? Boom, in your face. It's a single dispel. It's hiding in a gift and attacking a single enemy target unexpectedly. Like she goes sneaking attack on them. Deals 120% of attack as magic damage, and after hitting 100% basic chance to transfer 2 buffs from the target to the ally with the highest attack. So this is her basic attack, and let's say for example you wanna target this guy who have crit boost buff, attack buff, anything above that is good for your team to have. She will have 100% basic chance, okay, 100. Like she will literally transfer these 2 buffs from that target, and it will give it to the highest attacker, so your DPS, your highest DPS on the field. But that's only her basic attack, which is very cool. Now for her second attack, which is an AoE, Dispel, and a buff, which has 2 turns of a cooldown. She will throw out a beautiful gift box to attack all the enemy targets. She will deal 120% of attack as magic damage, and after hitting, 100% fixed chance to dispel 3 shields of the targets. So this is a fixed chance, so that has nothing to do with ER or whatever. You don't care about their ER, you don't care. It's guaranteed. No shields can stand in front of this woman. She will dispel 3 shields, sadly not 4, but who cares. 3 of their enemies are gonna be dispelled of their shields. The shields are not allowed in ALBEDO's presence. And after the skill is released, all allies will be granted a crit resistance for 2 turns, which is 20% crit resistance. So if the enemies has high crit rate, you will be reducing it by 20% for all your characters. And each time a shield is successfully dispelled, the damage taken by the player is reduced by 5%, and the damage caused is increased by 5% for 2 rounds. That effect can be stacked up to 10 times. So now this is where the big stuff comes. Each time that you take out the shield of the enemy, dispel it. So let's say counter team, they all counts on shields and stuff, right? And all of this stuff. Each time you take their shield off, you will get reduced damage by these these characters. You take the shield off, that you dispelled the shield of them, and you will deal more damage to them. The damage is caused is increased by 5% for 2 rounds and can be stacked to 10 times. So each time you take their shields off, it will stack up to 10 times. So that will be 50% of reduced damage from them and 50% increased damage on these characters. So she is anti-shield. Anything that has shield in front of her is gonna get destroyed. Basically, that's the TDLDR for that. Now for the skill 3, which is the most important and so beautiful skill in the whole freaking game. It's Supreme Benefits. It's an EAE dispel, a buff, and it has its return of cooldown. Now ALBEDO offers herself as the highest honor to the Supreme Being. Add unyielding debuff immunity and high tier crit damage boost to a single ally for 2 turns. Also increases the target's turn meter by 30%. So unyielding, it's a buff that keeps you on 1 HP and you don't die like Cocytus has. Like as you can say, like Indomitable, you can say the same. And debuff immunity, so you don't get any debuff, and a high tier crit damage boost, which is right here, 40%, 45% crit damage for your DPS. So for Zeshi, oof, or for even Victim, like all the crit DPSers you have, it's going to be so good. And unyielding, it's the photo is not here, but it means kept alive on 1 HP. And this is the immune debuff right here. And also she will increases the turn meter of this character for 30%. So let's say you played with Zeshi, and then ALBEDO turn comes, you can go and use that on Zeshi to play again. Like this is 30% turn meter, this is a lot. And not only that, Zeshi has a lot of speed, so she by herself, her speed and turn meter is so big, so she can literally play again. You can play twice with her if you have a lot of speed on Zeshi and your ALBEDO played before the enemy characters is not so optimal, but still can help in some situations. Now causes magic damage equal to 144% of attack to all allies. So that's why building her on attack is necessary, because she will do damage of attack, and this is her ultimate, and she does decent amount of damage. Not a DPS damage, but good damage, and you need that damage. Why? We will gotta explain. She will ignore 30% of the target's magical defense. If it kills the enemy, the cooldown is reduced by 2%. So if you kill an enemy with that ultimate, it's gonna be reduced by 2, so you can do it again. Literally, you can do it again, because you will minus it by the last upgrade. It's gonna be -1, and it's gonna be 2 turn, and then you use the skill and kill someone by any chance. Who knows? You can use it again, and you can give another person unyielding, boost the turn meter again, and all of that. So this is the unyielding, and her passive gives invincibility, so it can keep 3 allies alive. Of course, it can be taken off, which is an L a little bit, but it still can help a lot in some situations, and it's good to have in PvE and in some PvP cases. Now, if you have a 4-star, before adding a buff to an ally, purify all debuffs of the target. For each debuff purified, 5% of ALBEDO max HP is restored, and the target next skill damage is increased by 5%. So basically, more of purified debuffs. So in her existence, it's really hard to see any debuff on your team. And for each debuff purified, it's going to be 5% of her HP is restored, and the next skill damage is increased by 5%. So you have her ultimate or her second, because all of them are attack. Now if you have her at 6 stars, before causing damage, 100% fixed chance to dispel 2 buffs of the target. Each successful dispelling of 1 buff increases own turn meter by 5%, which means increases her own turn meter, and when the skill kills the target, it is considered a kill, ignoring the death-free effects such as unyielding. So she ignores her own self. This is basically it. She gives unyielding, but she also kills people with unyielding. Like she can kill. Like literally, when this skill kills the target, it is considered a kill. So basically, it means that when you attack someone, the unyielding doesn't matter. She's gonna kill that unyielding, and it will be ignoring the death-free effects such as unyielding. So having her 6/6 is going to have her ignoring or yielding on the enemies, and also dispelling 2 buffs, and also increases her own meter by 5% for each 1 buff that she takes out, so it's 10% of their meter. So as you can see, an amazing freaking ultimate when you can give unyielding debuff immunity, high crit damage, and also ignores the magical defense, and also if you kill, reduces the cooldown by 2%, and a lot of other stuff. God damn, this character is just so good, and it can help a lot in PvE if people are still stuck in some PvE content. Holy shit, she's gonna help a lot. Like, I'm not even joking. Not only that, in PvP she's going to be amazing, freaking amazing. I know that some of buffs can be dispelled and you're gonna be like, oh, this is a little bit of L because victim dispel buffs, other people dispel buffs, but trust me, she still can be a pain in the ass, and she still can be used, and she still can be perfect. Now for the Arclight. The Arclight is after using your own skill, you will purify 1 debuff for allies, more of purify stuff, and she will prioritize buff block. So for people who's asking, what if I have a bluff block? She's not gonna be able to do anything. No, she doesn't care, because before she uses any skill, she's going to be prioritizing the buff block to take it off, so you're safe. And after an ally is hit by a feral attack, like he wanted to die, it will recover HP due to your own passive, which means that it stacks with the passive. You will increase their turn meter by 15% if it's 1 star and 30% if it's 6 stars, and recover 25% of their HP and 50% of their HP if it's 6 star. The Arclight is pretty godly, and if it's maxed, this is another 30% turn meter and a lot of recovery. You can 6 star it, it's not important, 50% still so good and 25% is good, but if you max it, you're gonna have 30% hit and 50% hit. It's actually gonna help a lot as well. So the ally is going to die, he's not gonna give a fuck because we are going to increase the turn meter, so he's gonna play again. And also her ultimate make them play again, so you get the idea of how much important she increases the turn meter, and she helps the best she can to keep your team alive. And now that's basically it for the skills. Let's go back to the game and show you the showcase. And here we go. Now we are going to be showing a little bit of showcase about her, and we are going to be showing it in a place that it can be showed. I'm going to show you how to defeat this guy with her existence, which is really fun. Oh, sorry, I've gone here. Not here. Oh my god, I keep pressing that again. I forgot this. The conquest is here, so it's different a little bit from global. Oh, it's not open, sadly. I wanted to show here. Unlucky. But it's all good. We just want anything that is hard a little bit, just to show you her proc of the invincibility and all of the other stuff. So let's basically go for that. So we are going to be using this team right here. This team is the team that we are going to be using. Let me see, should I use something else? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's good. Okay, we just want to show what she does. So this is not the perfect showcase for you guys. The showcase where we show her with 60k CP or whatever. It's just a little showcase on the PvE case, just to show you how her invincibility procs, how much she helps with your crit damage, and all of that stuff that we talk about. Now let's go and do this. Let's ultimate. We have her 6 stars, so there we go. Let's do the ultimate right here. Now let me show you the increase, how it's gonna happen. Now she is going to, for example, I want to give her unyielding, also crit damage more than she already have, and increases her turn meter. And as you can see, she jumped all before them, and because she have high speed, look how she's going to play before the wolves. Just look at that. Now we use the ultimate right here, and 422, and now we do this because she have increased crit damage. Do you see how much? What the hell? Okay, that was higher than I expected. I'm not gonna lie. That was kinda higher than I expected. God damn it, man. This was a lot of damage. Okay, and here you go. And here you go. We couldn't even show the invincibility, man. I should have killed them. I should have killed them. Okay, we go another round. Okay, and we don't kill. We let them hit us as much as we can. Just I want to show you how the invincibility procs and all of that. But holy moly, man. That was really fun to see, actually, not gonna lie. Especially in contents like this. Okay, let's not kill. Let's just go and do whatever. And here we go. We don't want to also kill that. You see, it succeeded to shields. When we did the heal and we're already full HP, it goes to a shield. Okay, can you kill him? He didn't kill him. Okay, let's try not to kill them. Let's try not to kill them. I think playing Zashi is a bad idea in here. But hopefully they kill. And now let's heal again. As you can see, every time she does damage, she heals your team. This is how she heals your team. Okay, don't kill. And kill anyone. Yup. Okay, here we go. Do you see? It's by passive. He is right here, having the invincibility because he was going to die. So she gave him the invincibility before he dies, and she healed him, as you can see. Now we are going to use the ultimate right here. The more damage she does, the more we heal. And the shields, you see we got shields. And we also got the crit damage on her and the high ER and of everything that she gives. Hopefully she doesn't kill. She's gonna kill, doesn't she? Okay, good, she didn't kill. Go and... oh, I didn't kill anybody else, sadly. But basically she gives to other ally, not only one ally. She gives to 2 allies these buffs. It can be done to 2 allies, and it can be done 2 times. Depends on the passive resets there. And here we go. This is it. This is how ALBEDO performs. Basically so amazing character. She's gonna make your Zashi especially like a machine with this 45% crit damage and the crit boost that we give as well. And imagine playing them together with Clementine. Clementine gave crit boost, so more crit boost, and her more crit damage, a lot of invincibility, a lot of and unyielding, and a lot of other stuff. It's gonna be toxic as fuck, I'm telling you. So good luck in the when she comes out. It's gonna be so fun to see how much she can take us further. I'm really excited for her. That was a showcase for her. And now guys, for the gears, I wanted to come to global so we can show all in English. For gears, what gears does she need? We are gonna show you guys some options that you can use, which is gonna be really good for her. Now, she deals good damage, and the more damage she does, the more healing she does, the shielding and all of that. She's kinda the attack character, so you can use her basically, I'm not even joking, with termination. She's mostly used in termination, by the way, because with termination, she's gonna nullifying the enemy defense and dealing some crit and some damage and all that. It can be used, but you can also use something with attack. For example, a character that has attack, you can use Thunder, you can use anything that has attack, basically, if you want to increase her attack more by the gear. But basically, Termination we've seen used a lot on her, and it's really good. And also best set for her, in my opinion, this is what I am gonna build, is Vertmori. Why we need Vertmori? Sadly doesn't have the attack to make her deal more damage a little bit and heal more. But Vertmori is gonna help us reset the cooldowns on her skill, and you know how important her ultimate is. It gives unyielding, it gives crit damage. It's gonna help a lot for us to be using her more and more. It doesn't have anything to do with the invincibility like Clementine or whatever, because it's a passive. But it's going to be, we can use our second skill, our third skill more presently, especially in PvE as well. It's really gonna be good. You can either also go Maxime if you want, like as a third option, getting some of these ER and all of this stuff, but she removes a lot of debuffs, so god damn it, why we need more debuffs remover. But in any god ways you want it to go, that you can go alchemy is a very good choice here. Let me remember, alchemy gives attack, no? Alchemy can be a really good option here as well. Let me last see. If we go to alchemy, it gives attack, no? Oh no, it gives HP. Oh, but also still can be used because alchemy, you know, give the attack the highest DPS and give the defense and all of that stuff. So it can actually be also good. So for me, it's termination. Sorry, Vertmore, termination, or alchemy can be your best set that you can go and use on her, and it's going to be perfect on her. And otherwise, you can choose any other attack set that you might be comfortable with, but my advice is to go to either Vertmore or Termination. That is the best two that you can actually be playing on her, so she can give you some results and it can be so good for you. So this is it for the gear, and that was all for the video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video and I hope that it helps. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Your boy DTRU was with you guys. Peace.